Hey, why start now, right?
Because we have good
Uh,
company.
Nobody likes a quitter. Come on.
I'm not quitting. I'm just behaving.
All right. Okay, hitting live over on the pages. Looks like we are up and running. So let me pull that out of the way. And
Excellent.
here we go. Hello and happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Hello.
Happy Thursday. Thirsty Thursday, Friday Eve,
Yeah,
however
Friday
you want to look
Eve.
at it.
That's what I say. Friday Eve.
We prepared
Exactly
a
right.
shark-inspired cocktail.
Yeah. Ah.
What?
Oh.
Excuse me, ma'am. What?
You gotta give me some intel on that one later.
Everyone did. Yeah, we thought that was part of the fun.
What?
It
Okay,
said 21 and over.
okay.
Right, that's all right.
Well, okay. I'm way over 21. So what's it actually? So what's in this cocktail for tonight?
Some Ojai oranges that we sent over from a recent trip, and infused that in some vodka and a little bit of seltzer.
Very nice.
It's
Call it the shark bite.
It's the shark bite, yeah.
Oh,
Shark bite, okay.
I'm
I was
all
going to
for
ask
it.
if it was a yellow barrel because of the color, but I'm
Oh,
fine
yeah.
with that one, sorry.
That's a good
I'm
one.
gonna say I've been 21 3 times. So
Yeah. Well, you guys at home, welcome. Let's Talk Jaws night. We got special extra sharky guests tonight, if you haven't noticed already. So we've got our good friends from the Martha's Vineyard Chamber of Commerce. We have Erica and Alessandra joining us this evening. So thanks for coming on. And ladies, absolutely love the enthusiasm and love the outfits even more, I got to say.
We love the fans. We're doing it for the fans.
Oh,
That's cool. That's
they
cool.
love it. They love it.
So we're here to talk a little bit tonight about some of the updates and things that are going on for the Jaws 50th reunion. And we had this talk a couple weeks ago about how all these things are going on, and chances are you're going to see more things happening. And sure enough, you go through and things just keep popping up. And so you guys are going to kind of help us out tonight and kind of guide us through not only what's going on, but how things are kind of put together. Some newer events and maybe some details and things pertaining to that. And I got to say, I was on the other night with these ladies, and we were sitting going through, and I want to commend them. They have really put together an amazing itinerary of things that you can do. There's a lot of things popping up here and there, and they really went to the umpteenth degree to lay this out so that nothing is getting oversought. So, if you're the Jaws fan and you want to go out and do it all, you have the chance to do it all. They've really painstakingly put the time into doing that. So really, really, I mean, big hats off to you guys for that, because I can only imagine the undertaking that's been over the last couple of months.
We don't sleep. We'll sleep after the weekend.
We'll
Quite
sleep
a few
when we're
weeks
dead.
away, yeah. Put our eyes now, like this by the time you see us.
Yeah, sharks don't get wrinkles, do they? I don't think
No,
so.
yeah. Still salt water cures it all.
That's exactly right. Awesome. So, real quick, how about a little background about you guys? Are you Islanders? Are you Washashores? What's your little bit of background?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Erica. I am definitely a Washashore. Grew up in Connecticut. Was there until I was about 18. And then headed over to Chicago. I was there for 20 years. And then I've been coming to the island, fell in love with the island when I was 6 years young. And I would come here, and every time that I would leave the island on the ferry, I would cry. And I knew that I was a mermaid at heart, and I really needed to be here. So as time progressed, I was able to move here full time in 2019. So super excited to be at the chamber and working for the island that we both love so much.
Yeah, and I'm Alessandra. Similar story to Erica. I am also a Washashore, and I started coming to the Vineyard basically when I was, like a little kid in the summers. So come here every summer and absolutely loved it. I'm originally from New Jersey. It's North Jersey.
Oh, okay.
North Jersey people out there.
More my way.
Yeah. So, and we've loved coming here ever since. My family really dug in some roots here in the summer, and now, working for the chamber is just amazing because it's working for the business community, which, makes the island tick, and living here year round is really amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. Well, being Washer Shores, that puts you a couple ranks above us because we are just the summer dinks. So
That's
We want you to come every summer as part of our
that's exactly
I am so overdue.
Good.
I'm so
Can't wait to
overdue.
welcome you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always. So they are going to kind of run us through, and I'm going to pull up the Chamber of Commerce, the MyMV website for you guys. And just a heads up there, that is, I mean, central location. You want to get any information on any of the events that are happening, that's where it's going to be. That's what we're going to be using to guide us. And when we're done tonight, I will be posting that site across the pages for everyone, so you know where to go to find this information. So
Thanks, Nate. Yep, mvy.com. So when
There
you
you
come
go.
to mvy.com, you want to go to the Jaws 50th anniversary that you see right on that nav bar.
Yep, right at the top there.
There you go.
And there we go.
Oh wow.
So, we're excited because we've been working with Universal. This is the actual Universal Jaws 50th anniversary logo. We asked them specifically if we could add Martha's Vineyard for ours, and they agreed. A point to know, though, is that this is every time we use this logo, we have to contact Universal. So this isn't something that people should take and use. It's something that is really special to our website that we're really, really excited about. But this pretty much is like the opening of the site really says it all. We're all about supporting the fans. Obviously everyone here that is on Talk Jaws Live is a Jaws fan, or a fanatic, as it's been called and nicknamed. And so we're really excited about just celebrating the entire release of the movie. Obviously, that was June 20th, 1975. They filmed here in 1974. But really, we want people to come back to Amity Island, the fictitious name of obviously Martha's Vineyard, the backdrop of the movie. We have everything from screenings to museum exhibits to dogs dressing up and being able to bring them to life with their favorite characters. So there really is something for everyone at every single price point. We've been working very hard with the museum, with the Vineyard Gazette, which I know they both graciously come on to the show. We're working with all the large hotels, and we've created these stakeholder meetings so that all of the cadence of all of the events don't step on each other. And there really is something at every price point for every single fan.
Excellent.
Wonderful. And I always like to put a big plug in for the island itself, because the Jaws part there is simply amazing. And obviously it's integral to those that are going and are part of the site. But the island itself is just an absolutely wonderful place to be. We try and go every few years, and my love of Jaws is what took me there. Our love for the island is what takes us there now. And so big plug for Martha's Vineyard as well. Yeah.
So nice.
Agreed.
Thanks.
Agreed.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Well, take us down through here. So,
Yep.
You want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. So we're really excited about this. It's the free screening. The tickets for the free screening have not been released yet. This is with National Geographic and Amblin have teamed up to put on the Jaws 50, basically the documentary that is going to go and take you through some never before seen things about Jaws. It's called Jaws 50, the definitive inside story. So again, it's with National Geographic and Amblin, and they're doing a free screening. It's going to be Friday, June 20th. And that is going to be at the Martha's Vineyard Performing Arts Center. When the tickets do go on sale for the free tickets, is going to be limited, we assume, because they're free. They're going to fly. So definitely keep track to our website. You can see, you can come here to free tickets will be available soon. They'll pop live there. Once this goes live, again, they will definitely sell out. So keep an eye on our site to check out the free screening tickets. After the screening, there is a very exclusive after party at the Harborview Hotel, which I'm sure a lot of fans who are tuned in are familiar with. That's where the infamous food fight took place when they were filming Jaws, and with the cast and crew, they had lunches there and had time at the Harborview. So it really is a perfect place to have this after party to this screening. So if you just scroll down a little, you'll see a little bit more information about the, there it is. So Jaws after party that will kick off right after the free screening. It's 6:30. It's at the Roxy Pool Bar, which is beautiful. You can see in this photo, it's outside. They have fire pits. what we're really excited to announce is that there is a group called the Aqua Lilies, which I don't know if anyone on this chat is familiar. They're a pretty famous synchronized swimming group. So they will be decked out in vintage 1975 bathing suits and doing this amazing performance out by the pool. At the actual party as well, we're going to have a lot of different props and things to highlight Jaws and really just kind of bring it full circle from the screening to this party where people can gather and really just, celebrate. This is the actual anniversary of the 50th anniversary. So everyone can kind of come together in a celebratory way, and, everyone has the commonality of being Jaws fans. So it's going to be really exciting. Those tickets are on sale now. So the screening tickets, again, those are free and are not released yet, but you can at this point buy the VIP after party tickets, and those are available on our site right here. You can go ahead and click the button if you're interested, and keep an eye out for the free screening tickets. As soon as those get released, we'll do social, we'll push it out so people know, but the best is to keep an eye on the site for that.
And the Harbor View Hotel has its own sort of moment in Jaws history because it's where a lot of the crew stayed.
Mm-hmm.
We have a call sheet from 1975 and it's 1:30 lunch at the Harbor View.
Yeah.
So it's really an iconic piece of the movie as well. So absolutely beautiful. And we would love to see you there for that event.
Cool.
Nate, I think this is the film they were working on when we were down at SharkCon in the National Geographic.
Oh, is it really?
We're filming stuff there because Jeff was there and Richard was there. I think this is the one that Laurent Boudreau is doing.
Okay.
Kramer was involved in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Is this the documentary you're referring to?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we've heard just, obviously we have not seen it, but we've heard snippets, and it seems like it's going to be something you would not want to miss as a fan, and just as anyone, who's interested in film or the movie itself.
And it's so cool that it's being debuted here,
Absolutely.
It's awesome. I mean, it's kind of bringing things back home, and it's, being Jaws fans and being the fact that it's 50 years old, we chomp at the bit to find new things.
Oh, there's the pun.
We're
waiting for the first pun.
Seriously.
One fun.
If they take a drink.
Yeah, right.
Okay, wait a minute.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared.
Yes.
Fantastic. For every pun, we'll take
for
a
you
drink.
at home. Take a drink.
All right. It's going to be a long show, ladies. No, this is great. Right. Okay.
Yep. So this is the Friday night.
Yep.
And there's obviously the Aqua Lilies there. And you should really check them out if anyone has not heard of them. Aqua Lilies, they have a website, and they've been in music videos, and I think they were featured on the CW and some shows. So it's going to be a really, really awesome performance.
1975 bathing suits, bringing back that nostalgia. So it's going to awesome. They're going to meet all the guests as they come into the event. It's going to be great.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Susan Backlini, who played Chrissy Watkins, the first victim in the movie, she actually had a job similar to this before she was in the movie Jaws.
Oh, really?
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We can watch you down in Florida.
Wiki Watchy. She was a Wiki Watchy mermaid.
Wow.
Yeah, and a swimmer. Yeah.
Yep.
That's very cool. We didn't even
know.
that.
She was a champion swimmer for Forest Hills High School in Palm Beach County.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So, neat little connection. I thought about that when we talked about that. And I thought, wow, what a coincidence. So pretty interesting.
Very cool.
We will update the caption.
Yeah. We're learning as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're very, very excited about this. This is we think our big event for the weekend, not only for impact of what it is, but also it actually is the largest event that will hold the most capacity of people. So we're very excited to be partnering with Alamo Draft House in their Rolling Road Show. So this event is going to be Saturday, June 21st, 6 p.m., starting at the Winnetou Oceanside Resort, which, for those of you who are not familiar, the Winnetou is an absolutely stunning hotel, and it is set down in an area called Katama. So it's part of Edgartown, but Katama is down by South Beach, which fans will probably know from the opening scene for Chrissy, we were just mentioning, where she goes for a little swim and never comes back. So it's literally right off that exact marker of the film location. So it's super awesome for fans that want to, buy tickets to come to this event, and they can drive by that actual film scene. So what it is Jaws in concert, which is going to be on a amazing large screen. We have an LED screen and a beautiful stage where the Cape Symphony is going to come and play Jaws in concert. So they will be there on stage playing the score of Jaws along to the movie. So that is again, it's going to be under the stars, outside, South Beach, yards away from the opening scene. It's like it's going to be beautiful. If you've never seen Jaws, what a place to first see it. May I add, if you're not a fan yet and you haven't seen it, this is the place to see it. If you live on Martha's Vineyard, if you don't and you're visiting, you're a fan, whatever it is, this is it's going to be so beautiful. And we have 2 different sets of tickets that you can purchase on our website. So the first is our VIP ticket, which is giving you access to the VIP tent, which is sponsored by Discovery Channel Shark Week. So we have, an amazing partnership with them, and they've so graciously come in as a sponsor, and they are going to, have all sorts of props and snippets and sneak peeks for Shark Week. A lot of fans are also shark fanatics, for the shark community. So that will be really exciting. Universal Studios also is part of this. So what's very, very exciting is no matter what ticket you buy, whether it's general admission to be on the lawn or VIP to have a little bit more of an elevated experience with, the open bar and lobster roll, New England fare in the VIP tent, everybody who buys a ticket is going to get a commemorative tote. And they're also going to get a commemorative blanket. Now, these are through Universal, through Alamo Drafthouse partnership with them. If you scroll down a little bit more, we have a little sneak peek of the other merch that's available to add on. We don't have the sneak peek here. So there's the popcorn bucket.
That's the popcorn bucket.
Oh, wow.
Everybody's been looking for that.
So these are add-ons. You can get a hat, a t-shirt, or popcorn bucket in addition to your purchase of the ticket. So you have to purchase a ticket to be eligible to purchase one of these. Again, straight from Universal. I mean, that hat is so cool. I need one.
Yeah.
And
the popcorn bucket. I mean, look at that popcorn bucket. That's just fun.
That looks pretty amazing.
Star, it's going to be beautiful. But so those commemorative blankets and totes will come with the purchase. So we're very excited about those. I think, all people are going to be happy to have them, whether you're a fan, first timer, whatever it might be. We're really excited about those.
And there's going to be a lot of, there's still more to come because we're still working through all the details. But I think Discovery Channel is generously giving an item, which we'll leave that as a surprise to every single person that comes to the event. And we're expecting, anywhere between $1,000 and $1,350 for the actual event on the lawn.
Wow. That sounds pretty incredible.
And it is the movie, but there also are different activations and ways that fans can kind of immerse themselves in that feel of Jaws. There will also be some, I guess we could say props. We'll say props right now, but we can't reveal much more than that.
I understand. Can't give out too much. No, I get that, but that just sounds very intriguing.
Different photo moments where people can take photos in front of maybe signs that appeared in the movie or shark-related items.
Use your imagination.
Not saying too much, but
extra surprises. You got some extra surprises.
But you got to buy your ticket.
And it will have that festival, that festival kind of feel where you come in, you can be again in the VIP tent, or there will be food and drink available for anyone who's general admission coming in. Again, you still get the tote blanket, you still get the tote and blanket, but there are burgers, hot dogs, popcorn, snacks, a really fun atmosphere. I mean, it's going to be a really good time.
People are going to be chomping at the bit.
Chomping.
There it is.
There's number 2. There you go.
Drinks.
Well, I'm certainly hooked.
You're playing along.
We'll check in on verbiage in about an hour and pronunciations here.
Right. But if you scroll down a tiny bit more, again, all of this is on our website. You can get the tickets. It's through Ticket Leap, so this will pop you out to a different site, which is great because if you have any questions or you need to get in touch with us, we will respond and answer any of those questions, because I'm sure there's a lot of moving parts to this event. And it's taken a while to plan, and we just wanted to make sure that we did it right. And we rolled it out at the moment where we were ready to field those questions and make everyone comfortable and understand with with this purchase, what you are getting, which is going to be a fantastic experience.
And of course, everything, all this is on the Chamber.
It's all,
MVY.com. Jaws 50th.
Yeah.
That's where we are right now.
Could not do it without our sponsors. So we have a sponsor block here. Some of them are local, some of them are national.
And there's more to come.
More to come.
Keep checking back for our sponsor list, because we're very, very, very grateful for them for helping to fund this. We're a little chamber, so
But wait, there's more.
There's more. Keep coming back. There's more.
Quick question for our fans, because we have fans that are watching us now over in Europe, in Serbia, in Australia, and Brazil. Can they order these tickets but not be there and still receive the items?
No,
unfortunately, no. But I'm sure that Universal will be coming up with their own, sort of page to sell some of these items. And also the chamber, for people who will be on island, will be having the official pop-up shop. We are located at 24 Beach Street in Vineyard Haven. So come by this summer, because we will have the official Universal merchandise for sale in our lobby.
That's good to know. Yeah, very good to know.
Somebody said there's going to be a lot of people with Christmas gifts. Let's tell you that.
Yeah.
That's a great question, because we have had quite a few people message us and ask the same thing. You have to purchase a ticket to be eligible to get that commemorative item, because they're not being shipped. They're only being handed out, as an additional ticket at the event.
Okay.
We've had quite a few people, put the order in, and we had to eventually, tell them, unfortunately, we can't ship this. So that's a great question.
Sure. Yeah, it really is. Especially for people not only being there, but then people that aren't going to be able to have a chance to maybe access some of these things. So, we do have one or two people just saying hi real quick. We got Robert from Scotland is saying hello.
Hey, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
And we have Alan saying Cape Cod chips rule. They do. They do. Yes, they do. I'm not a big chip guy, but
there's a lot of chips available. We're hoping they all go, because we don't need them at the chamber for the summer.
Yeah. They're the best.
And Donna just popped on and said this has taken place right behind her house. So,
I was,
you
know what?
We all just go sit on her porch. You can sit on her porch and watch the movie.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but our good friend Donna lives down that way, and I'm thinking, after we all go to the show, we get the blanket and we get the tote or whatever. We can just sleep in Donna's front lawn. We don't have to worry about getting home that night, because
it'll be the cheapest. There'll be the cheapest places to stay on the island.
I know where I'm going.
It would be. You're right. Awesome.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
So I know that, obviously you guys had the museum on. They are doing an absolutely incredible job. They've been, just absolutely incredible partners as well. We're doing a lot of media. We're doing a media day with the museum. We're also doing a lot of big interviews. So we're excited. We can't announce all of them, but like massive media outlets are coming here. So that's, crazy exposure. I will just say morning shows that are huge that we can't say exactly. And all these just incredible media outlets are reaching out. So we've been doing tons of interviews. So there's going to be a lot of press at our events, which is really great for people who are participating. And I think people will be very excited to see what kind of coverage that we will be unveiling, hopefully on our site soon.
And for those that can't make it, it's kind of a really neat opportunity, because some of these, we can't say, places are doing stories and really kind of, looking at the weekend as something that, people will be interested to see if they can't make it. Because, it's a trip. Let's be honest. The trip it's a big trip, and we're so appreciative of all the fans that are coming. And another thing on our site we should probably point out is that you can find ways to get to the island on MVY.com. So as a Chamber of Commerce, we work hard to make sure our site is up to date with all the modes of transportation to the island, which there are many. It's boat, it's plain, people driving, whether it's down to Rhode Island or down to Woods Hole. So it can be overwhelming if you've never done it, but we've tried to really simplify it for you. And if anyone has any questions, they can always call into the chamber, email us, and we're happy to help.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is the resource to go to. We even did a show about a month ago on going to and from the island, and we absolutely showcased mvy.com page as resources and where to go as far as getting information for that. So definitely, yeah.
There's even people like messaging us like, where do we go for this? Where do we go for that? And I usually tell them go to that website, or we have ways absolutely to help everyone.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Absolutely. All right. Okay, slide on.
We will call out that the first item here for the Let's Talk Jaws Live is sold out.
Live.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I'm okay with that.
Nate and Mike Smith, like killing it already for like the sold out event on June 19th. So super, super excited. Mike's featured a lot on our website, so we're happy to have.
We added 3 more guests today for
Wow.
You haven't seen it. Tom Dunlop, Gary Springer, and Gigi Vorgan will be there.
Oh, that's
Very
awesome.
nice.
We've been working very closely with Gary. He's been promoting all of our events and he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Gary's
a great guy.
So the museum's
very nice guy.
done a great job of just curate, like as you mentioned, all these guests they've curated. They've worked really hard, and we're really excited to kind of see how this all goes for them and be part of it.
And just to have, like Wendy Benchley, how great is that she's going to be at this event?
Fantastic.
That's going to be great. And having, Deputy Hendricks, he's showing up for a lot of these events throughout the island. I mean, very cool. He's been wonderful to work with as well. We really like working with Jeff.
Yeah, and the reunion day looks like an absolute blast. I mean, it looks like it's just going to be a fun day of just a lot of things going on there. And whenever you get a chance to get there, honestly, go to the museum regardless. It is absolutely wonderful, and it really is. It's I always try and impress that upon people when they go there, especially for the first trip. And then even on the 23rd, Court was just on the other week with us. We did a show from inside his Orca replica that's going to be heading there on the 23rd. That I can't wait to see that thing in person. It's going to be amazing. Yeah.
And what hasn't been announced is we're working with Greg Nicotero, and he's actually just added a couple of shipments from his personal collection. So he's sending some stuff to the chamber, and he's also sending some stuff to the museum.
Stuff.
Like we'll have,
we're very thankful for it.
We're very, very, very thankful. We'll have like a replica of Chrissy's arm. We're going to have a barrel, most likely, that'll be at some of our events that was from the movie. And we're going to have these amazing, from a tourism perspective, posters from all around the world. So whether, you're watching Jaws in Egypt or you're watching it in Italy, those posters are part of his personal collection that will be displayed on loan for the duration of the summer to come by the chamber and check those out.
Wow. Simply amazing. Incredible. All right. And you guys get in there, you can click in and find a little more information about that, about any of those dates, get in there and purchase tickets. I mean, everything is right there for you. All right.
Now, this right here, a lot of the people that I work with, they live in the mountains, so they really don't go to the beach. And because of this movie is the reason why.
No.
Okay.
I get it.
And they're like, well,
the beaches are open.
Yeah, the beaches are
open. Correct. And they're like, but you know what would be cool if we saw it on the water.
Yeah.
And here you are.
Yeah, everything is just very, very cool. I mean, it's going to be fun for the Carnegie Museum to really highlight Charlie Blair. Obviously, he was the harbor master back in 1975, so he kind of saw everything that was going on in terms of filming. So, the fact that he's going to be present at the Carnegie to kind of do a Q&A talk, I think will just, really highlight that museum. And they do a fantastic job with all their programming. I also believe that they're working on a weather vane with a local vendor in Holland, which I think will be auctioned off here on the Vineyard this summer. But the Vineyard Preservation Trust does an absolute excellent job, and they have many locations here on the island. So, definitely check out their website as well.
That weather vane is going to be awesome to see.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right.
And
then,
yeah.
Yep. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was going to say, and then Amity Week, that is an Edgartown run thing, basically. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's run by our Edgartown Board of Trade. They've done a really great job of just kind of branding the whole week and really bringing it home to Edgartown, where a lot of the scenes were filmed. You can see Chief Brody walking down Main Street in Edgartown, down by the docks and the water. Charlie Blair, who's just up top too, that's the Edgartown Harbor. So they've done a great job branding this, and they're so excited to welcome people to Edgartown. I mean, all the businesses are getting involved. There's different things that, you can see here on the site too. There's all different opportunities for people to really just get excited about being on island and visit different businesses downtown, whether it's, a local restaurant or storefront. Everybody's getting involved. And they kicked this off last year, for the 50th filming, because it was filmed in
Right.
74 and then came out in 75. So they kicked it off last year, and everyone was like, so excited about it. So now to have it again back, and it's something that we kind of foresee them continuing into years to come. So fans can visit not just the 50th, which is obviously monumental, but keep coming back, and the businesses will be on board and excited to welcome the fans in a really unique way.
And we want to call out Mike Smith again, because Edgartown Books, you see this here. we talk a little bit about Ryan Dacko and Mike Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be signing. We were joking prior to the show that he's going to have carpal tunnel for all of the signatures. He's going to have already a local celebrity, because he's on our website, which is the highest traffic website on the island, I might add. A shameless plug, but really, really exciting to have you here, Mike, and to be able to share your passion for the movie.
Oh, happy to do it. It's going to be, I've been looking forward to this for 50 years almost.
Love that.
49 more days. That's the way I look at it.
So great. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
I might get an anxiety of saying that. I didn't know that was happening.
Sounds better in weeks. Sounds
better in weeks. But even our local baseball team is getting involved. The Sharks versus the Navigators. I mean, that's going to be fantastic. And if you want to crush it like Quint, you can head over to Rosewater and pick up your Narragansett beer. So again, like we said, this whole slew of events has really been the collaboration of all the stakeholders. We're really blessed to have so many amazing partners on all of these events to really showcase for the fans something that's really spectacular.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Just so much going on. And in recent news, the Shark is Broken is coming over to you guys as well.
Absolutely.
We're so excited about this. We met with the whole Shark is Broken team. They are fantastic. They are so excited to bring this to the island. We're so excited to welcome them because, as I mentioned before, this is a very specific date for the 50th, right? It's just this weekend, and we want people to know that, whether you're able to come for that weekend or not, there still are things going on the island. You could come at any point. You could even come in the middle of winter. We will welcome you with open arms. We'll put on our shark costumes for you and welcome you to the island.
with a scarf around it.
Yeah,
it'll be better.
There you go. That's right.
But the Shark is Broken is, unbelievable. I have not seen it, so I am so excited. July 5th, they'll be performing at the Performing Arts Center on the island, which is the same location we had mentioned earlier, where they're going to be filming or showing the screening of the free National Geographic Amblin documentary. So same location, but this will be July 5th. So you can get your tickets now. They are on sale, so definitely get those. We can imagine they will be selling out.
Yeah, and we've invited, both, some of the kids that from Robert Shaw's family. He had 10 children. I was just out in Ojai, California, and had some drinks with his eldest daughter. She's absolutely lovely. She has Robert's eyes for sure. And obviously Ian plays his dad and is over in Europe, performing this currently. So we're really hopeful that they show. They have definitely an invite to come. And this is exclusive. We're announcing this now that we are actually going to be in the Edgartown 4th of July parade with the Shark is Broken with our own float towing. I think it's an 8-foot shark. So we're really, really excited to be part of it.
No way. That's awesome.
That's
Very
okay.
nice.
Be in these suits.
It'll be too hot. Maybe short sleeve versions. I don't know. We need air.
We'll wear one of our hats, the commemorative hats.
Yeah,
From
the
the
hat,
There
you
you-
do the hats. Yeah.
That's right. That's going to be a blast. You can put the shark costumes on the dogs and little kids. They don't
That's
know
right.
any different.
That's
you
right.
We have
Yeah.
those too.
Yeah.
know? That's very cool. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, and it really, I mean, whether you're there for, maybe some of these events or not, it is going to be more than just like 3 or 4 days. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of looking at it as the summer of the shark, the summer of Jaws, like once again, kind of a repeat from, maybe not necessarily a repeat, but maybe a carryover from that original summer. I mean, I wasn't there the original summer, but I would imagine, I'm sure it evoked quite a bit of a feeding frenzy. That's another one.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Got it.
If you're not going to do it, we will.
I'd love to join. I'm not prepared, unfortunately. So, but yeah,
Next time.
yeah, absolutely.
We could do the post-mortem.
Yeah.
We also are super excited. This is brand new and so much fun. So this is a wall pop. And so we're working with this officially licensed company that's working to do wall mural art. And it's a peel and stick wall mural. So they're actually going to come out to the chamber and they're creating this amazing installation for us. It's going to look very similar. This isn't a bathroom. We've asked them to also do our bathroom because it was so cool. So that'll be like full on and, it stays forever. It doesn't ruin your walls. It will be available soon on our website to be able to purchase. So not quite there, but we wanted just to preview it on the show. It's really great for installations if you're a Jaws fan and you want to like do your entire basement or your screening room, it's a really cool
Your
way.
bedroom.
Or your bedroom or your bathroom or whatever room. It's a
Can
really
you guys wait a
cool
second?
way.
I'm going to bring my wife down and get her on. You can tell her it's
Yeah.
okay for me to do that, right?
It's really
It's great for
it's-
holiday gifts and birthdays.
It is very well done. Like it is very tasteful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I mean, we're so excited to have it in the chamber. It's really going to just like welcome all the guests. And even again, people who aren't fans, people have no idea. We have so many visitors, international, national, coming into our office, just saying like, hey, I'm on the Vineyard for the first time. And like, what a better way to be like, well, let us tell you about this little movie.
Yeah, let me tell you. Yeah.
That was filmed here.
Another reason to come back to mvy.com.
Yeah.
Shameless plug number 2.
Absolutely.
Here's
Absolutely.
the thing. Here's the thing, though. Nate will sit there and go, "No, seriously, Janie heard them say yes, it's okay to decorate."
That's right.
And he'll put me. No, I'm going to tell her no. I'm telling Jen no.
Maybe interior versus exterior. I'm just saying.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
All my
Divorce,
Jaws stuff
maybe.
stays out of my garage, so I would assume it'll
There
be
you
out
go,
of
the
my
whole
garage, which is fine.
garage.
The whole garage.
The whole garage. That's right.
Yep.
Right.
That's right.
Very cool though. We're super excited to be partnering with them.
Yeah, that is really cool. I would assume it's probably similar to like the Fathead that does like all the sports
Yeah.
Fathead, you
you
can-
getting put on
Yeah.
walls and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's really cool. And because and again, you can put that just about anywhere. Yeah, and that really neat.
They have
Yeah.
even I think 9-foot panels. Don't quote me on that, but
Yeah,
it's pretty large. You can,
Really.
and then obviously you can cut around windows and stuff like that. But I think it's pretty
Oh,
easy
God.
to put on the walls, which is cool.
I just signed
So
a
it's-
whole another
it's-
year on my lease. I guess that's what I'm doing. So
That's fantastic.
So it's a big panel then. It's not just individuals that people are
It
going to
is
say,
individual.
"Oh, can I use your
It is
bathroom?"
individual.
And then
It's like
walk
wallpaper.
out with them. Yeah.
No, you definitely can like size it the way
Oh,
you
okay.
want. Yeah, no, that's what's really, really unique and cool about it. The panels come in different sizes, but if you really want to just kind of have all the images, I think it's 9 feet, 9 or 10 feet. I think
okay.
So you have the option. Wow.
Okay.
versatile.
Very
Oh.
cool.
Wow. Very interesting. I love it.
Yeah, very excited about that.
Popping up. This is really cool. You girls were explaining this to me. I apologize that I'm treading on you here, but when you were telling me about this the other night, I was like, this is really cool. I think this is going to be a huge hit.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were just speaking at the Massachusetts Governors Conference, and we were introduced to this team because it's really all about film tourism. People are really like our event. They're traveling all over the world to recreate film and cinema. And it's very, very fun to be able to work with this team. They're fantastic. It's a free app, so you can download and, obviously here you can see. And it's really fun because obviously Martha's Vineyard, it's a really unique place because it hasn't changed that much, right? Like businesses come and out of, come and go. But I think in general, like if you're looking down Main Street, it looks very similar than it did 50 years ago. So with this app, you're able to kind of do that and now, and you can put yourself into the scene. So you're basically creating your own Jaws experience and map as it's tied to the movie. And you can create badges by going to different locations that are in the app. And as fans, you can actually have the ability to have almost like user generated comments where you can like write to them and say, hey, you know what, did you know at this spot in this point of the movie? So like by having fans, it's really helping the experience of the app. So definitely download it. Especially if you're coming for the events, it would be so cool for you to be able to take pictures, and all the locations are mapped out, geo-targeted. And then we also have other points of interest so that if you're on the island, like obviously the museum wasn't there at the time as it currently stands. So, that's one of our points of interest to go check out, obviously, for the weekend.
And it's sort of been gamified, or especially the badges. So it's like if you get to all the points or whatever they designate as, you've won, you get this badge within your account. So it is really interactive, and I think the fans are going to love it.
That's cool.
Well, I always tell people about it. I always say it's like if you were a Star Trek fan and you got to go on the Enterprise. That's what Martha's Vineyard is in relation to Jaws.
Yeah. And what something isn't here yet, but will be coming, is that we're working with the Massachusetts Film Office, and we're creating a flippable guide that's being created in conjunction with Universal, which will have all the filming locations, and it will be available on the site. So again, shameless plug 12. Come back to mvy.com.
And we'll be printing those too. So we'll have them available at our office for people that want, another amazing sake.
See, and there's a lot of people that keep messaging me, and they're like, well, how do we know where the spots are? How do we know where they filmed, this scene or that scene? And this is a good thing for them to put on their phone, and they can explore it on their own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you don't want we want you to pay for tours, but if you don't want to pay for the tour, you can download the app and kind of explore your own.
Yeah, correct. And then if you're a big and big movie fans like Nate and myself or whatever, you can use it in any other state or whatever, wherever filming.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, this is really
it's
cool.
International.
It's international. Any film that you love, you can follow along and just kind of type in what that film is, and it'll take you to those locations. It's very, very cool.
And then all of a sudden you're going to see Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. Love it.
That's great.
That's probably not the photo op you want,
No, it's not.
Lotion going to Skinner against the hose, not the photo I want.
We're not dressing up in that outfit.
No. But I mean, as you're sitting here talking about it, I pulled up and downloaded the app, and it is, number one, is very intuitive, so very easy to use. And you literally shows your location on the map. So even if you're not sure about where things are, if you allow your location, it's going to show where those spots are within your relative location. And it pulls up a map just like Google Maps would. So it's very, very easy to use, guys. I mean, while you were talking the last minute, I just went through this, and very simple. Yeah.
And for everybody that's in your group, obviously, that probably knows the movie better than anybody, probably way better than we do, it's a really great way to be interactive with the people who are, creating the interface.
Yes, absolutely. And I really love the fact that, you're with something like this, you're not only tying into us, but you're also tying into the younger generation who, let's face it, sees through the eyes of the technology that perhaps maybe we don't as much. And so now you're not only involving us, but you're involving, family members, you're involving children. And that's really cool because you make something like this a family, a family event, as opposed to maybe just like a single fan. So that's really cool. Yeah. Awesome.
Kind of like hunting the Pokemon, but not as dangerous.
Yeah.
They'll walk out of the street in front of you. We have that over here in Harrisburg, and people like blindly walking out in the middle of the street. You're like, what part of this are you not getting? You know what I mean?
very funny.
Yeah.
This lovely gentleman here is
So
named
good.
Phil Cordella. He's a chamber member, and his now wife worked at the Harborview Hotel as a switch operator and made friends with someone from the movie, and he gave her a call sheet. And so he's created 1,000 of these call sheets, and he's generously donating a portion of all the proceeds to different various organizations across the island that are helping him to promote this. So we have this massive call sheet that is on an easel in the chamber, and you can actually come in. You have to be in person. You can come in and there's a QR code and you can buy his amazing call sheet. We have them in frames so we can see it's like a piece of art for people who are really into this. And you can just come by the Chamber of Commerce, pick it up. When they're gone, they're gone. So it's a limited edition. Only 1,000 copies are being sold. But it's just kind of a really nice way to be a part of the history. And it's fun because obviously we were just talking about doing something at the Harborview Hotel, and it says like lunch at the Harborview Hotel. And, there's like points of interest on that call sheet. So we love working with Phil, and we're very happy that he's giving back to island organizations as part of the proceeds.
I have to say my very fun Jaws fact, which is on this very sheet.
Very cool.
Maybe a Father's Day present. Hope my husband's not tuning in. So my husband, his grandfather was the doctor in Jaws. So he was actually the local.
Dr. Nevin.
Yeah.
Dr. Nevin.
Oh, really?
On this call sheet, which is so amazing. And it's kind of the whole thing with just like the full circle island and, locals and being involved in the movie and living here now. His name's on there. So it says Dr. Robert Nevin, and his name's there. So earmuffs, James, if you're listening. Yeah, it's cool. And so his really good friend, Alex Morrison, who is now just got elected, he's the new selectman in Eggertown. His grandfather was also in the movie on this call sheet as Bob Carroll. He was a selectman in the Eggertown scene, the town hall.
And now, generations later, he's now the selectman 50 years later, which is just so
wow.
I mean, everyone visiting, whether you're participating in like an official event or you're just out and about or you're at a restaurant or whatever, if you end up talking with people, there are these stories out there that are so cool and because they're fleeting. So it's really amazing to have these connections and get these stories now before it's too late.
I was gonna say my first time to the Vineyard, I went to the Black Dog store.
Mm-hmm.
And just the merchandise, not the restaurant. There was this beautiful little young lady there, and she was at the cash register. She says, "Yeah, my grandfather or great grandfather, who was the doctor, I'm related to. I'm the granddaughter." And I can't remember what her name was.
Was it Lily?
I don't know. It's been so long, but she told me.
I would also like to let you know that this family is a very large family.
Yeah.
Well, she said it was like her step grandfather or something like that. So
it's possible.
But she was probably in her teens, and she bragged about it. I mean, she was very proud. And I thought I hit the jackpot because I knew someone who was related to the doctor.
You just never know who you're going to bump into.
You don't. And that's what we keep telling people. You're going to just one day, somebody's going to be next to you that's lived there their whole life, and they're going to tell you stories of what's happened.
There's so many. And actually very cool. I learned this. We were visiting with my husband's cousin. So he's the eldest cousin, and he was gifted from Doc Nevin, which we didn't know until this visit just this past winter when we're talking Jaws 50th. This belt buckle, it's like an exclusive Jaws belt buckle that I guess Steven Spielberg himself only handed out to select few people.
Wow.
His cousin was like, "I have it at home. Do you guys want me to send you a picture?" I was like, yeah, we do.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's stuff like that out there, and it's really, really cool, especially for the island. And again, just that like full circle coming back for people that are able to come for the 50th. It's really special.
Oh gosh, I wish I could remember her name.
You can
let me
email.
know.
It's driving me crazy.
Send you the family tree.
Yeah, just bring the family tree, and I'll just pick her out in like a lineup or something,
And that's what was so cool is just, I mean, Spielberg literally came in there and just hired people from the island, which was kind of unheard of at the time, really. So I can imagine some of those stories that float around that a lot of us really don't hear, and the connections, which is awesome. Yeah, very cool. Right. All right.
And this is just to kind of talk a little bit about how local businesses are getting really excited. So this is MV Salads. They have a Jaws special. So it's like you can see in the bowl, there's apples that are being used as shark teeth, and there's a bloody vinaigrette. So not real blood, people, but something really creative and fun. So there's going to be specials pretty much like throughout the entire island, whether it's the Orca burger or whatever, there's something for everyone on the menu. And all of the local businesses are going to be, kind of decking out their windows and doing competitions. I know Vineyard Haven Business Association is really encouraging businesses on Main Street to get really involved. And they're doing a call out to artists to create murals. So everyone is getting involved with this.
Wow. Awesome. I would suspect we might see some of, if whichever ones are still around, some of the original, perhaps Amity signs from the movie maybe show up. I know there's a few of them that float around the island still.
It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, very cool, awesome.
And there's a lot of tour companies. So if you are on island, obviously, we talked about the app, but if you want to go on a tour, experience MV's on here. Homegrown Tours with Jeff Voorhees is a special guest, and he's taking people around this summer, which is super fun.
Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. There is a handful of companies around and very easy to get a hold of. And from everyone that I've talked to and the people I know that have gone and done the tours, I mean, they're all fabulous tours because people that know the island and some of the people, I mean, Donna, our friend who does tours as well, I mean, was there at the time. So really has some very strong connection. So awesome stuff. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, Donna said she's booked for 5 days.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I can only imagine. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my gosh, geez.
And obviously the Wharf is, they're a valued chamber member.
Love the Wharf.
We love the Wharf. They're doing a lot of really cool events, throughout the weekend. So opportunity to head over there and meet a lot of the cast and crew that will be available for the entire weekend. I believe those are sold out.
I think so. Yeah. That's sold out.
Awesome.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah, there we go. See, you love all around. There you go.
Right.
Yes.
And if you want to subscribe for more information, you can always sign up for our e-newsletter. So you can just kind of put in your email address right there, subscribe, and we'll be sending you information throughout the summer. Again, I was just out at the Academy Museum and I got to meet Bruce the shark. I got a really beautiful tour of their museum, and they'll be doing some incredible programming on the West Coast starting this fall. So they've been fantastic. Sign up for their events as well.
And when those free tickets we're mentioning, which again, they're free, they're going to fly off the shelves. When they come available, we'll be sending it out to this specific mailing list. So if you're interested, get on the mailing list. You'll be the first to know and be able to hop on and purchase those or register because they're free.
Very cool. Very cool. There is a lot to unpack, and there's a lot to get there and do. And I have a suspicion that there's gonna be even more. So, my gosh, we're over a month out yet, so I can only imagine what else is going to be.
49 days.
Yeah, the iTech is starting.
For 49 days. Thanks, Mike.
I'm telling you.
Now everybody's anxiety just went through the roof.
I was gonna say, we're all going 49 more days, and you're going, wait, there's only 49 more days? What?
No, I know. It's going to be show me the way to go home soon.
Yeah.
Hey, that's exactly right. Look at that. All right.
To be exact, it's 49 days, 5 hours, 25 minutes.
All right.
Oh my
What else
God.
can we plan?
Yeah.
Put your comments in there.
Wow.
But who's counting, right?
Oh, I love
There.
that. That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
awesome. That's one of the pages.
Big moment. Big moment in
It
time.
is.
So we're so thrilled to welcome everyone to the island and celebrate with everybody.
Awesome.
So let me ask you, ladies, how is the actual vibe for those who live on the island year round? And is it high, or is it just like, are they just getting as stoked as we are?
Yeah, I think everyone's really excited. I think especially because, between all of our press releases and promotions, there's been such a spotlight on the island. And, this movie really was the first massive summer blockbuster, right?
Correct.
And it was something that really put Martha's Vineyard on the map. So I think everyone, if you've been here, the locals are super friendly. Everyone is just kind of has, it's a relaxed vibe here. People are just, we're all excited to welcome the tourists and really celebrate something that's iconic to the island. So I think everyone's really, really excited.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get any kind of inclination, I mean, literally, I'm a nurse by trade. And when I have a break, I literally go to the web camera just to see the vineyard and see the ferries go in and out. That's how desperate I am right now.
So you're a mermaid at heart, just like me.
I was raised in Florida, so yeah.
All right, you get it. You got to be close to that water. I know.
Absolutely,
it pulls you back,
absolutely.
Sure.
Yep.
Amazing.
Incredible. Awesome. Well, ladies, we want to graciously thank you for coming on and sharing some of the knowledge with us and spending a little time with us, and just love your vigor, love your sport. I mean, coming on and getting on you're the first ones we've had come on in costume. I gotta say, we haven't had anyone else do that yet. So
there we go.
Sweating so much.
That was good.
I can't wait to just take it off. I'm dying. It's so hot. So definitely not a summer outfit. No.
Yes, no doubt about it. Like I said, we're going to post mvy.com up for everyone afterwards. I'll put it all across the site. So you guys have questions, hop on there. Don't be afraid to shoot an email or give a phone call. I'm sure these lovely ladies would be glad to help you out. 100%.
Absolutely. And we're honored to be invited on. You guys are great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for supporting the movie and also the island.
Oh,
you're good for tourism.
Right.
Absolutely. Hey,
to do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And and if between now and then, if you get some changes or updates and you guys, want to come back on and hit it again, just let us know. We'd love to have you back on. Absolutely.
Can't wait to welcome you to the island.
Yeah.
Oh,
and so for those who are going over, I mean, obviously you see what events that are going on. That you guys have worked so hard. Believe me, it was not in vain. So I'm quite sure we're going to have a great time.
Really, really appreciate
fabulous
it.
time.
Thank you. Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you very much. And we have a little tradition here when we wrap things up. And sorry, ladies, but you have the garb on, so you're going to have to.
Minus the head.
Hard to say no on live television. No, it's real simple. We do a little thing called fins up rather than a wave goodbye.
Wait, hold on. We actually have fins.
You have actual
there you go.
I love it.
And for the last plug, we're going to let Quint take us out here real quick. So thank you guys at home. Thanks for joining us tonight. Fins up. Please get on mvy.com. Please check out the information. Get your tickets. Cannot wait to see you guys in June. Here we go.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston.
I'll drink to your leg.
And so never more shall we see you again. Farewell and adieu
Bye-bye, everybody.
to you fair Spanish ladies.
Right.